Hey folks, this is Willie with OnLaser.com and wanted to do something a little bit for Pascal and Hao Tian Laser. Um, it's been a little bit, but I'd gotten my 50 watt Raycus from them here a while back, and I kept promising Pascal that I was going to do some silver for him, and finally got one done. So made a little bit of Hao Tian bling. This is a 0.75 sterling silver, and it's a 2-inch pendant, and it took 26 minutes to cut. And I will give you the settings for it. So what we're looking at is a speed of 800, 90% power, 59% frequency. I have it set at 20 passes, and the wobble is 0.035 and on the step, and 0.46 on the size, and no kerf offset. So at that setting, as I said, it took 26 minutes total, and we are fixing to look at the actual video of the cut. Now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to sit there and make you guys watch the whole 26 minutes. So I'm going to fast forward and go through a little bit of explanation on some things, though, that is kind of important that you're going to want to pay attention to. All right, so right now I do not have my exhaust on because I guess the electric motor burned up on it. And so what you are seeing is as that smoke is passing through the path of the beam, you'll notice that that beam will kind of fluctuate a little bit. So I'm actually running over into my other room and grabbing a fan to plug up, and so that can keep that smoke from getting in between the path of that beam. And we're going to skip ahead a little bit. You'll see me coming in with a fan there and getting that set up. And immediately after it's plugged up, you can tell the difference now. So it's a really good reason, not only for your own health, obviously, to have a good exhaust system, especially when you're cutting silver. I'm not real sure what the deal is with silver, but it does produce a uh, quite a bit of black smoke as it's cutting through, and so it does alleviate the block the beam a little bit if you don't have a good system pulling it in. Now, here in a moment, you're fixing to notice that I move out of the way. I'm actually in the hallway right now because all I have is that fan, and I did not want to be breathing these metals coming up off of there. And even halfway through the pass, you're going to see that it's actually starting to blow through. The problem with silver, one of the biggest issues with it, is that it will actually close in back behind the beam, even when it's cutting through. So that's one of the reasons why you have to have that wobble set so big. And most likely, if I'd actually set my wobble a little bit higher, I could have sped through this process even more faster than what it was. Again, I'm just kind of skipping through a little bit, just jumping through so we don't sit here for 26 minutes twiddling your thumbs. Now, when I originally set this cut file up, I was planning on cutting a inside and outside, but I realized there at the end that wasn't going to work. And I come back in, just kind of checking everything. So you can kind of see there at that very top a little bit of that warp in the metal. As I said, I mill my own metal, and so I smelted this, run it through a roller mill. My roller mill isn't the best in the world, and so I get a little bit of a bow in it every once in a while. And you'll notice that I went ahead and stopped because I could tell that it's pretty much blown through everything, and just kind of checking. And I know that I can easily just pop that little bit of piece out there across the top, no problem. And so that's done. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's a very nice, pretty piece. 0.75, which is about, I believe, 21 gauge, 22 gauge silver, and basically 20 minutes cut time. It shows 26, but I believe that there was, it would have already. There was a point in time where I could have stopped it, and I just let it go through, just simply because I wanted to make sure. And as I said, across that top part, it I could tell that that little bit of a bow, it was still sticking some. And I have a silversmith set up in my trailer, so I went ahead and uh, soldered a bell on here, and uh, added added that to it. That way, it would just kind of make it to where it can be a necklace. So I appreciate you folks watching. Again, Mr. Pascal, appreciate you, brother, and Hao Tian Laser. Anyone looking to get a fiber laser, a UV laser, or a CO2 laser, I would definitely be the first one to say that Hao Tian Laser would be the one to go to. They have some of the best customer service out there, after sales support, and for the pricing and everything, it is some top quality equipment. I have three, yeah, I've had three OCN lasers, two fiber lasers and a UV laser. I use my UV laser going to shows, and I use it hard 12, 13 hours a day, and I have never had a problem with it. And it's over a year old now. So I would definitely, again, if you're looking to get a good system that's just dependable and have the customer support that you need, LTN Laser is a place to go. You folks have a great day, and God bless.